August, the map?
The calendar.
Good morning. It is August 18, 2012, and I'm about to portage with my kayak about 500 meters through this dense, deciduous forest. I'll start by hiking 500 meters with my kayak. Dragonfly just landed on me. Hiking 500 meters with my kayak to Robinson Lake. From there, I will kayak north to hopefully a few other lakes like Finley Lake, North Lake, Morning Lake, etc. But I'm going to try to do a loop and end up back here, roughly 10 kilometers in the Duck Mountains. The bush is pretty wet, so I am going to be soaked before I even start. This ain't the easiest land to pull a kayak through. About 100 more meters to go, and I'll be on Robinson Lake for the first time in my life. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to wade through this swamp to get to the lake first. This is kind of a shallow lake, so it doesn't have a solid shoreline. So I'm gonna be getting wet before I get in the lake here. Well, luckily I was able to jump in my kayak and start paddling through this grass. There's just enough water to keep me going. So that saved me from wading in the water, keep me a little drier. But I got about 50 meters of cattails to go, and then I'll be out of this mess. For the first time ever, kayaking on Robinson Lake in the Duck Mountains of Manitoba. Looking west, now looking south where I came from. This is the mouth to Brush Creek, which eventually flows past Mallard Lake and ends up in the Roaring River. Possibly found a good spot to launch here. Lots of beaver runs, shallow water. Just enough for the kayak. And it's a small tributary to the Brush Creek. Now heading back to Robinson Lake, heading straight east on Brush Creek. There's a little muskrat hut. I'm now going up Brush Creek on the east side of Robinson Lake. This should take me towards the Sarah Lake Road. Well, I've been crossing a few beaver dams and I just reached another one about a kilometer east of Robinson Lake on the Brush Creek. So I'm going to draw the line here and stop going up this creek, head back to the lake, and then head north to see if I can get through Round Lake. Well, I paddled up the creek as far as I could on the north end of Robinson Lake. Made it just 350 meters short of Round Lake. So now I'm trying to scout out the best way to drag this kayak across the 350 meters. I did see that black bear back there in the water, so this paddle will help at least make me look a little bigger. I dragged the boat. Now I'm ready to launch again. Hopefully I can continue on this water body until the Round Lake. But along the journey I found this mushroom. Take a closer look.